Welcome to Comfort Time with Aunty Yunike, where we share testimony stories. Today we have a very special guest and a very special topic. We've talked many times on this platform about girl child, but now we are talking about the boy child. Mrs. Matilda Chikopera Lisita is one that runs an NGO that answers to issues of the boy child, and she's here to run us through what is to be expected from a boy child, what a boy child goes through, and how we can help the boy child grow holistically. Matilda, it's so good to see you. You're very welcome to Comfort Time, and thank you for accepting to share with us your wealth of knowledge when it comes to a boy child.
Okay, thank you very much. It's with honor that I'm found here and at least talk about the boy child, because it has been so long people are just talking about girl. Then as a result, we have the results are not good for the boy child.
The boy child is missing out. Okay, so your NGO is about the boy child. So why the boy child? What made you think the boy child needs attention?
Okay, from the beginning, at least from 1999, actually, when I was working for Zamtel that time, I could see that most of the whatever evil things were done by boy child. Each time boy child is a problem. Then I said, no, I think I will do something for the boy child.
Okay.
So the NGO started in 1999, and that's when it was registered in 2001, and we started an office at Findeco House, 9th floor. That's where we were at that time, though we are no more there. So that's what led me to that. I could see that each time anybody comes from abroad, would just talk about girl child, and then leaving the boy child astray. So that's how I started the boy child.
Okay, great. So why do you think the boy child is neglected in the world, and how do you think we should address the issue of the neglect of the boy child?
Okay, the boy child has been neglected I can say from birth, because when a girl child is born, we would care, how she is dressed, everything and all that. But when it comes to the boy child, even when he's 12 years old, 12, 14, especially in town, nobody is able to talk to him about whether he's maturing or he's growing. That if the voice changes, or when he starts masturbation, it is to them it's like they don't know what is happening to their bodies. But if it's in the village, when the voice changes, they will tell them to say, this is, you are mature now, you can pregnant a girl child by doing, sleeping with a girl would bring problems. So the boy child does not get any information on that. So we started the boy child NGO and started counseling them when their voices change, and we called it Insaka.
Okay.
So we used to have Insaka, where the boy child is explained that the voice has changed, now you are matured, you should dress properly, not dressing the way I've seen nowadays. So they are given knowledge to look after themselves.
Okay. Do they just wake up and the voice has broken, or how do they know that me now or do you have to watch? As a mother, you know that this is what has happened, so I must talk to my child, or the child will come to you.
Well, in most cases, the boy child sometimes find out that he has discharged.
Okay.
Yes.
So like he's had a wet dream.
Yes, wet dream. Yes.
So that's another way of knowing
that is matured.
Okay.
Yes.
So the first time that happens, then you know that I'm no longer a child.
Yes,
I'm now matured. I've come of age. So it's the same as when a girl starts her menses.
Yes.
When she starts her periods. So for the men, for the boys, that's what happens.
But unfortunately, nobody talks to him about that. They start guessing, what do I do? They even get worried, because you can imagine you are sleeping, you find,
wait.
Then what happened? What? They have a lot of questions. So if somebody can talk to them, that is normal.
Beforehand.
Yes.
So you're now getting you're becoming.
The voice changes. It starts having wet dreams, and then nobody talk to them. They become bitter about it. They become depressed. Some of them, that's why they do wrong things and all that. So it's important.
Because they don't understand what's going on.
Yes.
And also, I think that it's a good time to also talk about the hormone changes in the body.
Yes.
That they'll start feeling like they want to be with a woman.
Yes.
And but they don't have to act on it, because a lot of them feel
normal.
If I feel like this, what is going on? So they need to know that it's normal to feel like you want to be with a woman, like you want to have sex with a girl, but you don't have to do it.
They have to control themselves.
You have to control yourself. It's normal. The feeling will pass. You don't have to act on it. That's how you find sometimes they are raping each other, because they're behaving like animals now. Only animals don't control themselves. Human beings, no matter where you are, you can control yourself. Okay.
So the boy child should really
understand
that and control himself, so that at least the world has no junkies.
Yeah, that is so commendable, because these days most families, most children, be it boy or girl, they are growing in homes where there's one or the other parent missing. So, and mostly children may be growing up with mothers. So it's very difficult for a mother to start explaining to a boy child that when you feel this is what's happening, because she's not a boy, she never went through that. So I think it's very good that you decided to empower families, empower boy children with that information. Because I've seen you've talked about informing them that when you sleep with a girl at that age, when you have come of age, it means the girl will be pregnant. Well, I've seen a lot of girls refusing, or a lot of boys refusing, and their defense is, I only slept with her once. So how did she get pregnant? So it's commendable that you're showing that even just once is enough. Okay. So that's very good that you're doing that. So how else can we help the boy child?
First of all, it should start from homes, from parents. The parents should not divide that this is a girl, this is a boy. They should both sexes should be embraced and talk to them freely. Let them feel free that even if they have no male parent, even the female parent should be free with the boy child. Talk to them nicely. Otherwise, that's how they are running away in the streets. Otherwise, if we love them as we love the girl child, they will not stray and be junkies.
Okay.
I know there is no food, families are suffering from hunger, but there is a lot of work to do for the boy child. They can do garden work, they can do a lot of work instead of roaming around the streets.
Okay. So you're saying the mother can talk to the child. This is when the child comes of age, or they should be talking to the child from the onset?
From the onset, when the boy child is free with the mother or the parents, they are very free to ask questions. Me, I've got a boy child, a last born. I don't even if he dresses wrongly, I will say, comrade, can you dress properly, just like the girls have dressed? So they should be free to talk to the boys from the onset, when they are born until the maturity time. Tell them how to dress, and they shouldn't dress like junkies, you know. That's not. I tell them that's not a fashion.
Okay, well, how do junkies dress?
They dress with their trousers down, leaving all the pants outside. The underwear which are not washed for so many days. So who is interested in dirty linen? We don't want dirty pants, please. I want the boy child to dress properly. Yes.
Decently.
Decent dressing. That is what is needed for the boy child.
Okay.
You can imagine my grandchild, my granddaughter brings a boy with trousers hanging down. I meet my boyfriend. Me, I say, which boyfriend? Can he go and dress properly? Then bring him in.
Bring him back.
Not with the pants outside. I don't like that.
Oh, but it's fashion. We see that every day. In fact, we are seeing it even with the married people.
It's a wrong fashion. That is the devil's act, honestly. How do I leave my pants outside? Me, I tell them, okay, then I'll tell the girl child also to start to leave their underwear outside to see how you'll be troubled. Because man eats by sight, so it will be them suffering, not us. As we don't eat by sight. It's a man who will look at the pant and say, wow, and start,
wanting more than just to. Okay, no, that's very interesting. Okay, so is there anything else you like to teach the boy child? Anything that you think will empower not only him, but maybe even the parents?
Okay, what I could say that let's care for the boy child from now on, because it's not like let us love them the way we love the girl child, because lack of love, that is what is sending the boy child to be a junkie, right? In the Chiboria there. At one time I went there, pretended I was also part of that Chiboria, dressed like Chiboria lady, and I could find them selling, this dark, what, all because of lack of employment. I would even like if the politicians are listening, they can at least collect those who are not working. Find like brick making, so that they can make blocks. Then after making, they get paid. Then we can reduce those who are in the streets. Even tailoring, you buy a lot of machines. Then you advertise to say the boys who have nothing to do, they can come and start this work of sewing. They sell and then pay them at the month end. So for parents just from when they are born, please, you should know how to talk to the boy child. Talk to them nicely. Not he comes itchy. What are you doing? Why? And what I've noticed is when the boy child comes late at home, the parents don't even ask that it's a boy. Do you know what that boy is going through when he comes late? Because even the boys are abused by women sometimes. So it's important to find out why that boy comes late. And if you don't find out, it will be too late. There's one boy who almost hanged himself.
Oh boy.
Because a woman of 2 children abused him when he was 14. Before maturity. So mind you, they have got they have virginity also. So now After that,
What do you mean they have virginity?
They can also lose their they have got they have virginity. Boys' virginity also can be ruptured by a woman who forces him when he's still underage.
Okay.
So it's more painful than us.
Okay.
Yes. So that boy, it was very painful. He went to the mother. The parents were drunks. They were drinking, you know. So he went to the mother to complain about what has happened. He was defiled, I can say. The boy was defiled. So he went to the mother. The mother said, "I'm sick, get out from here. What are you complaining?" Then the boy just kept quiet. So now the next time the mother married twice. So he found the stepson, the stepbrother on top of the mother.
Oh boy.
So he says, "I'm going to kill myself because I went to school struggling so that I can look after my parents. Now my mother, this is what is doing because of their alcoholism." So after, when I went to church that time, that was Kamanga, Cheston side there. So after talking to the boy child, they explained, they opened up. They have nobody to open to as boys. So the parents should let them open up, not shutting them up the way that boy was shut. So he explained what has happened. Then I started counseling the boy, and then I had to counsel the mother as well, because of that. You know, he welcomed that stepson, thinking it was the husband.
Oh my God.
He was drunk, thinking.
Oh, she didn't do it purposely.
No.
Oh.
No. Drunk, he thought it was the husband.
But the child,
the child did it knowingly. Stepson. So now, after that, that's how I said, forgive the boy and don't kill yourself. We talked. After talking, says, okay, I'm not going to. If you kill yourself, your mother, who will look after your mother? So that's how he says, okay, then I have given up. But I had to cancel the mother, the father. Now the father, it was too late. The lungs were already finished with alcohol. So that's how that story. So the boys, please parents, try to talk to them. They have got hidden agenda which they would rather talk to a parent or somebody, you know, they confide in. But they fail to, because we are not free with the boy child. So let's try to be free, help them in their dressing habits. Even when they are dating, they should be told how they should date, how they should find a woman to marry. They don't know. So instead, they will
how
just...
should they find a woman to marry? You say they don't know. Is there a way?
Know.
Is there a way of finding a woman to marry?
They should at least, if they meet somebody, they should chat with that person, stay with that person for at least 2 years even. Or these days it will be too much, but at least 6 months. 6 months, by then you will know what type of character. Yes. Not just today, you meet today in the bus, I love you, and the next time, no, we are getting married. Imagine.
So, I think this issue of boy child, now that you mention it, we were just discussing the issue of men not opening up. It looks like it starts way back from when they are boys. They grow up with it, and even when they are adults, they are men, they still are closed up. So it is something that needs to be addressed.
It's true.
Maybe it's something that could start in schools. What do you think?
I think in schools, because that's where they spend most of the time. Most of the time they are at school there. So if maybe some subject can be introduced.
Not the subject I saw of sexual what?
No, that one hasn't helped much. But they should get the counseling guidance and counseling group should really be widened up, not closed, you know. They should counsel those boys at school, not just on subjects. So at least
I can see the connection that we're grappling with. Why do men fail to open up? We're trying to encourage them, please open up. That's the only way you can get answers. That's the only way we can help you, because you know some are struggling and yet they are married and yet they're in a relationship and their partner, their wife doesn't know that they are really struggling.
it's true.
So if they could open up, then they could get answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's why, in fact, there was a time when we had Bashibu Kombe's workshop. Because we discovered that even these men who they are calling Bashibu Kombe, they don't know much about what they are supposed to tell the boy to, you know, to how to look after the girl child. So we had the workshop so that at least they can tell them what a woman wants in a home. Not just like that. I attended somewhere when a boy child asked, sir, now if a girl child reacts like this in marriage, what do I do? Can I do it just like that? So that's the answer to the boy child. So they don't really know what to tell the boy child when he's getting married even. So that's the boy child.
So then it doesn't make sense, because why would one be called Shibukombe when you are not trained? All the money.
Money issues.
So they accept to take up the role of training a child when they really don't know, and they just accept because they want money.
They want money. And it's 1.5. That's the whole time. It was 1.5. I'm sure this time it must be 2.5. 2.5 for cancelling
No, people charge
the boy
that
child.
much. But even I think even the people asking, before you ask someone to cancel your child, I think the onus is on you to find out that person you're engaging if they are qualified.
Somehow I think they should do so now.
Because if we're getting people like that, it doesn't make sense.
On dressing for the boy child, I would just beg the only person who can talk about dressing, which it's bad, especially in colleges. I was very disappointed when I went to NIPA. I was thinking maybe they are not going into class, the way they were dressed. Navel was outside. What I said, what is going on? Oh, madam, you come here. When they are coming out of classes, you will see that there is no dress code here. I said, no, colleges are supposed to have dress code. Colleges, that's where they learn how to dress as lawyers.
Yes.
Now a lawyer with a trouser, the time outside. What is this now? So at least we are learning to see the president, but I don't know what has happened. I will go and see Mr. Maplang at NIPA. We had made an appointment. I don't know whether we will be called or what.
Okay.
So boy child must improve on dressing, just like girl child must improve. Yes, because we don't want to see caponias around. We want a groomed boy child, dressed properly, no trousers hanging down, dressed properly, na belt, bueno.
You don't think it's also peer pressure, because you find some boys are coming from decent families, but before long they are junkies and they are not dressing properly. So it's also to do with peer pressure.
Yeah, peer pressure is there, a lot of it, but it's very important that, okay, where they are going, if it's college, they can be talking to them about dressing. They can put rules so that at least they improve in their dressing. Maybe even give some presents. When somebody dresses nicely in the class, you give some present, then they will be encouraged.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. That is really going to be helpful. At least you've talked about a boy child knowing when they are growing. Oh, well, thank you very much. I think that is very honorable of you to take it up. It's not something that a lot of NGOs are addressing. So we hope that you can get all the support that you need. So what support do you need right now? Do you want more members? Do you want parents to join you? We'll put your phone number on the screen for those who watch this video. And I think this video would be nice to use in schools to empower the boys.
Yes, I would like, in fact, what we intend doing, I would like parents to join, those who are interested, whether they are women or men. And then I want boy empowerment NGO to be, it's supposed to be based in all schools, the whole country, the whole world, so that at least the boys clubs, I want boys clubs in all schools, so that they can be taught about how their bodies change, how they should behave, how they should dress in all schools and the communities.
Yeah, and I think just like we are seeing now, Men's Network, when they meet, they have men's issues and they are able to discuss. I think if boys also have boys clubs, they were able to share what they're experiencing, and some may have the information and help others, help those who don't have the information. Others may not have the information but will be empowered just by being in those clubs. So I think that's a very good thing that we should recommend for the schools.
So we should have boys clubs in schools, community, churches.
Okay. Okay.
Especially churches. In fact, the three of them: community, churches, and the schools. So that the boys are free to talk. You know, when they are on their own, they are free, not with the girls. They will be shy.
They'll be shy, yes.
So I would rather we have all these boys, all the schools who have boys, to have boys club. They find a day in a week where they can meet and have insaka. I want insaka made in all schools, community, and churches.
I think that will really help because you know we've been saying the girls have grown so much and they've been empowered so much, and the boys are lagging behind.
Yes.
But now what we need to look at is, if the boys are not being empowered, the girls will not have men to marry whom they can respect or whom they can look up to, because those boys have not been properly trained.
And they are junkies.
Yeah.
So are we going to marry them to junkies?
So we really need to deal with that. Yeah. This issue of junkies is really
it's really frightening.
Yeah, it's scary. It's too much. But anyway, we'll get there once slowly. As long as we have recognized that it's there, and we're making strides to reduce it, I think we'll be just fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can meet at Kamwala.
Okay.
Kamwala Primary. That's it.
Okay.
Can meet at the hall once in a while.
Okay. Okay, so the number will show on the screen. All those who are interested to have their boy children talked to, or the parents who need to get more information so that they're able to talk to their children with the information that they know will help them, you can reach out to Matilda. She will tell you where to meet her. And after you meet, you can agree on how you can work with her. And if you have anything that you want to contribute to the organization, please feel free to do so. This is a cause that we should support, just as we are supporting the girl child. We need credible boy children for our girl children. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you for the information.
Thank you.
So
Bye for now.
okay, thank you. So please, you have the information. Please reach out to Comfort Time. If you feel to reach out to Matilda, we'll be ready to guide you to the right place. And also remember to always give us a thumbs up as Comfort Time, as that helps the information to go further. And also we will show the links for the video that talked about how children in school can study, which is Great Achievers. And we'll also show the video that talks about men, the men's network, how they're dealing with men's issues. Because I think boys and men should find a way where they can link up in order to grow together so that there's no gap. So thank you very much for listening. Comfort Time continues. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And always remember to share widely. Stay blessed. See you in the next video.